It's now time for Party Chat Sports.
The only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Party Chat Sports. Caleb Gill, Dillon Schroeder, Cam Braun, Drew fraudulently in Seattle, of all places. See, I didn't expect that one. Is he going to go see the Space Needle? He was in L.A. this morning trying to find Justin Herbert or Madison Beer. Kind of crazy. But the three of us that are here, we do have your Week 11 preview. We'll get your PCS Game of the Week. We'll also go through the updated standings in terms of over-unders. We're 10 weeks in. We kind of have a good guess on if some of these over-unders are going to hit for win totals this season. So we'll get into all that. On this Veterans Day, I do want to thank all the veterans, all the active soldiers out there, everybody that's fought for this country and has donned a uniform. Thank you for your service. You don't get the recognition that you deserve. And for those that are suffering, I do hope that you find the help that you need. There's a lot of resources out there. Wounded Warrior Project, 22 a day. So as somebody that hits close to home, get the help that you need, but also think of veteran, not just today, but every day, because they are vital. We wouldn't be here doing a podcast if it weren't for those that have fought and served for this country. So thank you. On that note, let's get to the Party Chat Sports Game of the Week. I mentioned Drew being in Seattle, and coincidentally, Seattle is in our Game of the Week. It's going to be the Seahawks and the Rams. NFC West showdown. Dillon, do you want to take that away?
Yeah, I will take it away. Beautiful opening there, Gill. Thanks again for our troops, of course. Jumping into the Game of the Week, which is maybe why Drew is in Seattle. He's scouting it out. Two formidable foes. You have really beasts of the NFC coming in to play this game. Both 7-2, tied for first in the division. Going to be an epic game, and it's got that afternoon slate. As Cam pointed out earlier, it doesn't matter so much in terms of playoffs because they're both going to make it. But what it does matter is who's going to get that division game, division title, get that home game in the playoffs. It's going to go a long way towards deciding that. I think both teams do play each other again later in the year, but this is going to be certainly interesting to see what happens. So, actually, no. Am I wrong in that?
I'm looking.
Wait, yeah. Anyways, Matthew Stafford.
They play again in December. They play again December 18th, prime time.
So a big game, both of these games. But starting with the Rams, Matthew Stafford playing like the best quarterback in the league, not named Drake May. I don't know. You can have a 50-50 toss-up between the two. Sorry, Gil. Sorry. Matthew Stafford playing electric, though. I think like his stats the last handful of games or something in the ballpark of like 20 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, I've always been a Matthew Stafford guy, going back to the Georgia roots. Happy he is finally 500 on his career, and
that's crazy.
So it's a long time coming for him. He's finally flourishing on the Rams, and he has been for many years. But he has not slowed down. I think the phantom back pain in the offseason was just to make sure he didn't wear himself out. It was a ruse. He was just making sure he was ready to go. That wide receiver duo, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, is looking excellent. It's elite. Their defense is not bad at all. Kyron Williams is still running around back there. So the Rams are looking fantastic. And then on the flip side, Seahawks, Sam Darnold certainly has a stake to the claim of best QB in the league as well. And I don't know that many of us saw that coming. He had a great stint with the Vikings, and he is playing lights out in Seattle. And Jackson Smith and Jigba is breaking charts. Like you look at like receiving charts posted on Twitter, X and things of how good wide receivers are doing. Drew sent one today.
He's up here.
He's up. He's
Right
way out there. He's
Everyone
way
else is
out
down
there.
here.
He's way out there. He's playing so good.
He's in his own league.
Yeah, I mean, the Cooper Kupp, the big signing for Seattle this year, you ain't really heard much of him because it's just been the JSN show. And they've been blowing out some opponents this year to where they don't even got to worry about it starting like the second quarter. One note, I was looking at the games these teams have lost this year. They've both lost 2. The Rams have lost to, hopefully I got the right schedule pulled up here. It looks like the Eagles and the 49ers. And the Seahawks have lost to, looks like the Google schedule is so terrible. I don't know why it does this to me. Seahawks have lost to the Buccaneers in like a walk-off field goal, and then the Packers. And, no, not the Packers. Also the 49ers. So weirdly, I don't know what that's all about.
That 49ers game was week 1.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about, but two teams that have not shown a lot of weakness and have played some real good ball this year.
The quarterbacks have been phenomenal. I just looked up. FanDuel has Drake May and Matthew Stafford at both plus 300 to win the MVP. I really hope, not just because I'm a Drake May hater, certifiable, but also for Matthew Stafford's sake. He's never won an MVP, and that would go a long way to his Hall of Fame resume.
That would cement the status.
If he wins the MVP this year,
make it even better. It'd be a first-round ballot.
I don't know if it'd be close. It'd be an argument.
If he got an MVP,
with an MVP,
I think with an MVP it gets him there. I don't think. I think he's a Hall of Famer.
He should be.
Yeah, I think he's a Hall of Famer right now. He could retire today and he'd be a Hall of Famer.
He should be. He should be. But like we're saying, certifiable. What I find a little irritating. So those two, Drake May, Matthew Stafford, both tied for first on FanDuel for MVP odds, as they should be. Jonathan Taylor plus 500 makes sense. Then you have Patrick Mahomes plus 600, Josh Allen plus 700, and then Sam Darnold plus 900.
That's just hater. That's just hater, man.
Like, what are we doing about man?
I don't think Allen should be in there at this point.
I don't think Mahomes should be in there.
Mahomes have not been as good as advertised, but their name holds a lot of value.
Mahomes has. He's carrying the team. Look at the stats. There's a reason he's the number 1 fantasy quarterback, along with Drake May being number 2.
Didn't he go like 15 or 35 or something like that the other day?
It don't matter when you get the rushing yards and the rushing touchdowns, and your team, you're battling back with your team.
In terms of fantasy, he might be up there, but in terms of like statisticals, I don't think he's having a great.
I don't. Well, let me fact check that fantasy thing.
Because I'm pretty sure Mahomes is number 1 and May's number 2.
ESPN, at least in
and
this
I have both.
ESPN league I'm in, he's 4th.
Someone offered me a trade.
He's 4th.
In our sleeper league, he is 2nd at QB. So I mean, he's up there. He's he's been having some good games, but they're 5-4. I don't. That's like Burrow could have won the MVP a few years ago, but they were 9-8 and missed the playoffs. So I don't know. I'm
excited for the offensive fireworks in this game. I don't know if there is when healthy, Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams might be the best duo at wide receiver in the league. Give me a duo that's better.
Chase and Higgins, but I'd listen to arguments.
I mean,
dude, it's not Jay Jetta.
Vikings,
it's
bro.
not the
It's
Vikings.
definitely not.
I mean, if they had Sam, that's fine.
It's Jay Jetta if he still had a quarterback he didn't give up on, and I got a lot to say about that when we get to the Vikings, actually. So I'll hold
you don't get.
Even if Sam was there, was there, Addison still wouldn't be the best number 2 in the league.
Not even
you
close.
have Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams. Who's 1? Who's 2? I'm
Puka's
taking
1, but
Puka and Devontae Adams over Jetta and Addison. I don't care who the quarterback is.
Is Devontae playing?
Devontae Adams has been phenomenal.
He's
been
hurt.
He's been playing all year.
He's questionable right now. There's literally a video of him grabbing his back.
That doesn't
And as a
matter.
And by the way, the
It-
argument I
it-
said is Win healthy because Puka Nakuma's been
does.
the one that's been. I'm not saying
We're
whatever.
sitting here on a Tuesday talking about a guy that's questionable after he just had 6 catches, 77 yards, and a tutty. I mean, it's Tuesday. Give the man a second.
77 yards and a tutty.
Uh-huh.
With
You got
Addison
Puka over there.
extreme back pain.
Yeah, he's doing that with extreme back pain.
I feel like we cannot ignore that. As of right
That's
now,
fine.
they are not
I think
Your
you're-
man Jordan Addison just had 3 catches for 35 yards and no
Well,
touchdowns.
that's because we had 9 playing in the game.
We
didn't have JJ
If Sam
playing
was
in the
there,
game.
if Sam was there, Addison still wouldn't be the best number 2 in the league.
Not even close.
No,
I think that's just drinking some haterade.
it's
no,
not.
I think it's
You're drinking haterade.
you're just watching too much Vikings propaganda, man. You're too.
I am
It's Homer.
taking-
You're being a Homer right now. Okay.
I'm not saying
I'm not
that
being a
either of
homer.
the two. Yes,
You
you
are.
are. Because there's no way you
no
actually
shot.
think Chase is better or not as good as Addison. You think Addison's better than Chase?
Take off
Or
the helmet
Higgins?
and you wouldn't think Addison is as good as he is.
He's been fine, but he's not an elite number 2.
I think Higgins' recency bias, or not recency bias, recency stats is making that look a lot better. I mean, we can talk all day about how good one receiver is and how good another receiver is, but it depends on the production on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, we could look at last year, or we could look at this year, or we could look at the year before
Jordan
that.
Addison is not even a 1,000-yard receiver.
Well,
T.
he
Higgins
was
has done it
suspended.
twice. He's
He
done
was
it twice.
suspended.
I'm putting
Because
Addison
man
into
was
Jameson
speeding.
Williams.
Saving-
How many more excuses are you
saving
going to
his
give it?
dog.
How many more excuses are you going to give?
I'm putting Addison is closer to Jameson Williams as a wide receiver 2 than he is one of the Rams wide receivers.
No, not even close. You can go ahead and look up those stats immediately. They're not close. They're not close.
Jordan
They're
Addison
not
has
close.
390 yards this year.
I know he was hurt, but like he's not a great wide receiver 2. Like he's a good wide receiver 2. He's fine.
Was he hurt or was he suspended?
Yeah, he was.
He's been
doesn't
both in his
matter.
career.
He was.
He's not been available. He's
You
not a
better
wide
get your
receiver
facts
2.
straight is what I'm trying to tell you.
The
But
fact
Stop
is,
being a Homer, man.
don't compare Jameson Williams to Jordan Addison.
I just did.
ever again because
I didn't do that, to be
Go
fair,
ahead and look up the
but-
stats. There's a TikTok for you.
with my
Because
eyeballs,
you're
this
Jameson
You're
Williams,
talking out of your
1,000-yard
no,
receiver.
You're using the eye test. That's for college.
Jameson Williams
That's
is
for
a
college.
1,000-yard receiver. Jordan Addison is not.
boom.
Jameson Williams is a fraud.
He's
not.
got
Look at the
1,000
stats.
yards. I just
And
looked up the
Jordan
stats
Addison-
you told me to. I just looked them up.
Look at the
Jordan
stats.
Anyway.
Addison is much closer to being a fraud than Williams at this
We can
time.
talk about EPA, actual yards per game.
Let's move on because
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Either way,
Anyway, Rams got good wide receivers. That's the end of that.
and Sam
They do have
Donald,
great
man,
wide
I'm
receivers.
so happy for this man. This is going to be a great game. I'm looking forward again to the offensive fireworks that we're going to see in this game because there should be. And you got to credit the Seahawks defense too. 2 touchdowns on defense. I don't care who you're playing. That's impressive on its own.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I'd take that.
Good.
I'd take that.
Damn good
And
deal.
the Rams. I'm
you
actually
take that?
curious.
Laughing at
I'll
these
take that
Jordan
deal.
Addison stats.
What's fun? What I'm actually looking forward to is to see how the defenses are playing. I know I expect fireworks, but these defenses I don't think get talked about enough for both the Rams and the Seahawks. They have solid.
Oh,
Jared
pretty good.
Verse might be the real deal. Jared Verse is a absolute dog.
Yes.
And then to get matched up with Colby Turner, and then who's the other guy? Brandon Fisk. That defensive line might be the best in the league.
The
Versus
Rams?
current-
I don't think so. It's good. It's not
Are
the best in the
you
league.
stat watching, or are you looking at the line?
I don't.
Wait, did you just say using your
whichever
eyes
one.
because you told me I couldn't use my eyes when evaluating wide receivers? So
I'm
which
using
one are you
your
doing?
argument. There's a whole different aspect.
Which
to that.
goalpost you want to use?
It only counts for this, but not for this. Jared Verse
Anyway.
right now is 6 on FanDuel for Defensive Player of the Year odds at plus 2,000.
He's really good. Jared Verse is really good.
So I'm curious to see what the defensive game plans look like for both these two teams because it's going to be difficult to stop and limit the offense.
Do your best. Go out there and have fun.
You're getting bent over. It's going to
Yeah, not
happen.
too bad. That tea bag is going crazy right now. That's
I'm making some good tea. It's good, relaxing, and it's got some turmeric in it and some ginger. It's good tea. It's good tea. I'm telling you.
I just think you hit 100 dips on the tea.
I can tell you're
I like
very
the mug
relaxed.
too.
You got to steep it for 7 minutes for the best quality.
All right.
All right. Well, what's not quality this year is the next game we're going to discuss, which was a runner-up for the BCS game of the week. Chiefs Broncos. These two teams I don't know what to make of them. The Chiefs are not as good as they should be, and I don't think the Broncos are as good as their record says they are. The Broncos get a lot of fourth quarter saves, and that's not sustainable for success. But this game, as Cam was alluding to, and I'll let Cam take this away here in a second, could have big playoff implications for the Chiefs, because like I was talking with Drew last week, there is a chance the Chiefs don't even make the playoffs. Cam?
Here's the thing. The Broncos, who, as Dillon has said, is fraudulent, which I don't disagree with. You got a fraudulent team, and a team that has been in the playoffs and a Super Bowl contender every single year. One is 8-2, one is 5-4. If this team goes 5-5, I'd like to know the odds of them making the playoffs. But even if the Broncos lose, they're still division leaders. But at the same time, they have the chance to bury the Chiefs. That's the biggest point about this game. It's not about the, I don't know how to word this.
I know what you're getting
This game is more about the Chiefs getting buried than it is the Broncos winning. Because again, you could still say the Broncos are beating a very bad Chiefs team, and that's another team that's just not very good that they beat. So I think this is really.
Just to give you context for your stat, right now the Chiefs have 75% chance to win according to the New York Times. Oh, they want me to sign up now.
So
If they lose, it drops to 64.
I'm looking at NFL.com, and they're listed on the bubble, and their playoff probability on NFL.com is 66% on there. I don't know what it is if they lose. But they're outside looking in at the moment.
Everyone's a little different.
I mean, looking at the playoff picture, every team. I don't know the AFC side, but if you're in the playoffs on the NFC side, it is 3 losses minimum, maybe 2, to be in the playoffs right now. And the Chiefs are already at 4, and they could be at 5 after this week. Sorry, keep going. Sean Payton and Bo Nix have to come out and play their best game because, the Chiefs are hot. They're very, very hot right now. So,
HOTTOG.
Yes, exactly. What you were singing before the podcast. The Chiefs have been here. I wouldn't say they've been here, but they know what it takes to get to the playoffs. And if you can let them in the playoffs, they are dangerous. You need to stop them right now, and the Broncos could do that this weekend.
So, I was talking to Drew last week, and Drew has been, for the last 2 years, has been not going to count out the Chiefs until they don't do it, until you give them a reason not to. The Chiefs are currently the first team on the bubble looking in. Who's your playoff picture as of today? Colts 1, Broncos 2, Patriots 3, Steelers 4. Those are your division leaders. If the Broncos lose and the Chargers win, that should move the Chargers into the Broncos spot. Because Chargers have the tiebreakers. They have wins against every AFC West team. So that AFC West tiebreaker will put the Chargers over the Broncos because they'll have the same record at that point. But the Chargers are the 5, Bills 6, Jaguars 7. Chiefs are sitting there at 5-4. It's like, okay, well, maybe the Jaguars lose out or don't have a good enough season and the Chiefs can supplement them. I think all 3 of us think the Ravens are going to go on a run. They're currently 10. So if the Ravens go on a run, who is a team that the Chiefs are going to take? Are the Steelers still going to make the playoffs? Are the Jaguars going to make the playoffs? There is some team. I would not be surprised if one of the Chiefs, Steelers, or Ravens is not in the playoffs this year. And
No,
if I
I,
have to
I
look
think
at,
that's definitely. I think the non-winner of the AFC North does not get in. Like the AFC North is only going to send one team. It's either going to be the Steelers or the Ravens. It's going to be whoever finishes better. The Bengals had like a 2% chance. They would have to win out, and they have some very, very hard games coming up. So that's not going to be them. The AFC North will send one team, and the AFC West will probably send three because, yeah, go ahead.
and the Chiefs, they have to win. They have to beat the Broncos, like Cam's saying, or kind of the reverse of what Cam's saying, because Cam
5-5 or
Broncos.
6-4. That's a huge difference.
So
Huge difference.
if they lose to the Broncos, their next game is the Colts, and then they go to
Which they'll
Dallas,
probably win.
which, I mean,
They'll win.
Chiefs will probably be favored in the Dallas game, but
They're winning
who knows?
that game.
It's going to be very offensive. I think the Cowboys' offense will have enough fireworks.
And here's the thing, too. That last AFC playoff spot is up for grabs because if
It is.
in this scenario, if the Chargers win and the Broncos lose, which means the Chiefs win, the Chiefs are now in the playoffs at the 7th seed because the Jags are who the Chargers are playing. The Jags would fall to 5-5. Chiefs would jump them at 6-4. So then they're in at the 8th seed.
There's a lot of maneuvering that still needs to happen. And
Yeah.
there's the Ravens currently they're fighting and clawing to get their way back in. They're going to be on the bubble here soon. So,
Yep.
like Cam's saying, you got to put the Chiefs down now. And if you're the Chiefs, it's like, all right, well, foot's on the gas. We can't let up. It's not, and the schedule is, they're probably going to be favored in a lot of these games. Broncos,
I think they
Colts,
would be.
Cowboys, Texans, Chargers. They should be the Titans. They play the Broncos again, and then at the Raiders. However, just because they'll be favored, there's also, meaning there'll be winnable games for the Chiefs, there's also losable games for the Chiefs. So, say you lose to the Colts, the Texans, Chargers.
You want to know something real interesting? They're the home team in all those hard games. Look at it.
They are.
All those games are at Arrowhead.
Except for
They're
Dallas.
really going to get back in the playoffs.
Except for Dallas, but that's fine. The Chiefs are going to make
Broncos,
it in. Man.
please.
No,
Broncos, you
they're-
got to kill them. You got to kill them.
even
now.
if the
Put
Broncos
them down.
But listen, even if the Broncos beat them, they're still only at 5 losses. That's where the Ravens are at right now, and the Ravens have a 73% chance to make it in.
Yeah,
5 losses doesn't kill you, especially given
the schedule.
all those games, the schedule, and the amount of times they're going to be playing at home to finish the year. I don't think that's a quinky dink by the NFL.
Yeah, they're
I think
tough games.
Their
think
tough
5
on the road
losses-
games are Tennessee and the Raiders.
5 losses puts you at you can't mess up anymore. 4 losses
probably-
allows you to mess up one game.
Not in the AFC this year. In the NFC, yeah. Like the NFC is basically already locked in place. Like your 7th seed is a 3-loss team. In the AFC, your 7th seed's a 4-loss team, and it snowballs from there. Like,
And with that 7th seed, it kind of depends on how you view ties. If it's a tie, loss, win. But
like that 7th seed in the AFC probably has 7 losses, and they're fine.
yeah, 6,
7th
7
seed
teams
in
are
the
current.
NFC probably has got 6 or 5.
6, 7 teams in the NFC right now are both NFC North teams too. So it depends on, like, maybe the 49ers sneak in there.
The 49ers have a much better odds than the one team that is weak odds that's in the playoff picture is the Bears.
The Bears.
They're 6-3, but they only have
Yeah,
40%
this
playoff
week.
probability. Probably.
But yeah, the rest of the NFC is just figuring out the seeding. Not who's going to be in, but figuring out the seeding and the order. Which is where that Seahawks-Rams game is going to be huge, because there's a good chance the winner of the NFC West, it kind of like last year, the NFC North, came down to the end. Winner had home field advantage. Didn't matter for both teams because they both got bounced in their first games in the playoffs. But the Seahawks have that chance to not just take a lead in the NFC West, but also that should help them take over possibly the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I
Because
bet
I
the
think
Rams would
that-
have liked to play that NFC Championship game at home last year. Just saying.
let's go through before we get going into the rest of the Week 11 games. Let's go through these win-loss totals because Dillon was mapping this out, seeing like who's close, who's already hit their over. We're pretty close to seeing teams miss their over, like we officially eliminate. We're close to that. We've had a couple teams hit the over, a couple teams that are close. So, Dillon, where are we at with the win totals?
Yes. So 2 teams have already eclipsed their over-under for the year. Those 2 teams are probably not surprisingly, the Patriots and the Colts. Here at Party Chat Sports, only one of us took both of those teams to go over, and that was Mr. Cam over there. So good job to Cam. You get 2 points right now. So Cam's in the lead, 2-0 against everybody else. And obviously we can't count all the unders yet because there's still, 8 games remaining. There is one team, though, that if they lose, they will be locked into their under. That is the Baltimore Ravens. They are 7.5 games away from their over-under out of 8 games remaining, so they need to win out in order to hit their line. Nobody is within half a game this week. You have 3 at 1.5. That'd be the Broncos 1.5 games, the Seahawks 1.5 games, and the Panthers 1.5 games away from their line. So really interesting there, but some teams are going to be close to not hitting their over/under soon. The Dolphins 5.5 out, the Cardinals 5.5, the Chiefs 6.5, Ravens 7.5, Bills 5.5. And then a lot of teams at 4.5, most notably the Titans. I don't know why their line was set so high, but I guess it had to be something.
Something to do with having the first overall pick, I guess, and having quarterback and Cam Ward and Faith, I guess.
It can be fun. Oh, and the Bengals are 6.5 games away. So.
Yeah, the Ravens, if they lose one more, they're done, right?
Yes. Yep. They would have to win out. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right.
So without further ado, we're 30 minutes in and we've covered 1 game.
We've covered 2.
Oh, 2 games.
Jeez.
I don't know. We felt more like arguing rather than that Chiefs Broncos felt more like an argument.
You can fly through a couple of them.
No,
for sure.
No. All right. Jets Patriots is your Thursday night football game this week. And the Patriots Drake May, man.
Patriots.
This is I gotta hold the line for this. It's
have
in
fun,
Foxborough.
Gil. Have fun.
I'm meeting Brady
Long.
Long. Shout out Brady who listens to the pod. Him and I are going to sidelines for at least the first half, and I'm just there to have fun.
I mean, you're on the road on a Thursday night. I've already talked at length about that. The Patriots are wearing their alternate uniforms.
They're a rival. Yeah.
So, and they're pretty cool looking. So,
their Patriots are 12.5-point favorites. I don't know. You kind of need a quarterback that can throw the ball more than 11 times in a game for 60-some yards. And
maybe they should call more throwing the ball plays. I don't know.
Maybe the guy throwing the ball needs to be better at throwing the ball. Yeah.
Weird.
Kind of funny how that one works. I don't have a lot of faith in this game. The fact that they beat the Browns is it was a fluke because it was 2 returns for touchdowns in a matter of 10 minutes. And
what it is.
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
That didn't help.
Win this one. Patriots win. I'm sorry.
The biggest question for me is the Jets are the only team in the NFL that has not forced an interception this year. And I think if they don't force one this week, they tie the Raiders. I don't remember which Raiders team for like the longest without getting an interception. The only thing that'd be interesting is like, do the Jets force an interception? It's Thursday Night Football. It's funky. Who knows? Maybe. I'm not going to count on it. I don't know who's back there.
It'd be real nice if you had DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner as your cornerbacks.
I missed DJ Reed, actually. Yeah.
Sauce Gardner didn't get interceptions. So.
No, he was a cover guy. He wasn't a forcing turnovers guy.
I know a guy like that.
Well, that's how Revis was, but Revis is a GOAT, and not everybody can do that. And Sauce, I love Sauce, but take 2 first-round draft picks all day for a guy that doesn't force turnovers.
Cam, I can see the Xbox controller in your hand.
I see the light. It was the only thing that you could see.
I have to get it to stay on. I'm not using the big light.
Okay.
This light better.
All right.
No,
I think that's enough time on the Jets Patriots.
Yeah. We'll see what Travion does this week as well. He was finally let out of the doghouse. Actually, one last thing on that. I thought that was funny that he looked over at the sidelines like, am I allowed to score here?
It's a good guy. It's a great player
funny.
right there.
That's very funny. And, yeah, he's
It
very good.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Wish he was on my team. That's all I can say.
Yep, I wish he wasn't a Patriot. In Madrid, another international game this week. I see the Xbox.
The last international
Thank
game,
God.
which is
I
the best thing about this game.
Yeah. Dolphins, Commanders. I feel bad for
Absolute stinker.
the Spaniards.
It's a stinker.
I won't be watching.
Oh, yeah. I'll see the updates on Twitter.
Nobody's waking up early.
No.
Except for Commanders and Dolphins fans.
Maybe.
Dolphins
I don't even know if
2.5
they will.
point favorites. Don't touch this game. Don't touch this game. Commanders Dolphins going to be ugly. Another potentially ugly game. Panthers Falcons. I don't know.
I think it's going to be frisky.
They're a weird team.
NFC
It's
South
going to be
slot,
frisky.
man.
Frisky, you say?
This could be
Don't the
either a
Panthers
20-point game or a 60-point game. As in,
See, I don't
scoring
think
20
Bryce
points
Young-
total or 60. Depends on
If-
how good the defenses want to show up.
If there's a total of 60 points in this game, Bryce Young either A, is having the best career or best game of his career, and or B, Rico Dowdle's going off for 200-plus yards again.
I mean, the Bears and
Because-
the Bengals scored almost 100, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't think Bryce Young is the type of quarterback that can do that because he hasn't.
They
proven
crushed
he
them
can.
30-0 earlier in the year, but I don't know. I don't know.
Falcons
I won't be
3.5
watching
points
this
Anyways,
favorites at
next
home.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to have a serious Bryce Young conversation at some point, but we won't do that today. Buccaneers Bills.
Good game.
This will be
Great
probably
game.
the best game of the 1 o'clock slot. Of the 1 o'clock games, this will probably be the one that shows up on Red Zone the most. Two teams that are 6-3. Buccaneers coming off of a loss. Bills coming off of a weird loss. I did not expect to see that kind of performance from the Bills. Josh Allen.
Oh, shout out YouTube TV. They just sent me my $20 credit. Wow.
I have to go in and claim that. Still, because don't you have
Anyway.
to go in and claim it? They don't just automatically give to you.
Yeah, they won't just
BS.
give it to you because why would they do that?
Yeah. Why would you? That's another thing at some point. I got to figure out if I'm going to continue with YouTube TV. But we're not talking about that. We are talking about Buccaneers Bills. Look,
Both
Both
Bills
teams
with
coming off
another
losses.
classic. Yeah, Bills with another classic. What are you doing, Bills? Middle of the year game. They will probably follow up with playing much better than they did. There was some rain in that Miami game. Things got a little weird. I don't know, but I think
this is
I would imagine.
if the Bills
Go ahead.
playing snow. Like, if we're saying rain impacted the Bills, what are we doing, man?
I'm just saying the Dolphins scored early, and rain is the ultimate like offensive dampener. You know, it's very hard to score the football in the rain, but the Dolphins scored.
It does dampen.
And then it started raining. That's exactly. It quite literally does. So, I think
What
it
do you
kind of made it a lot harder to come back.
Bills are favored. What do you think they're favored by?
3.5.
5.5.
Ooh, that's a big line.
It feels. I kind of like Buccaneers plus 5.5.
I'd move that line and just give Buccaneers plus 10.5 because if it's already going that way, you know, it's not
I
much farther
guess.
to move the line. But yeah, no, I think I like the Bucs to cover there. Bills have the potential to just blow them out though because they just do. But
Yeah. Who is because Emeka Ibuka got hurt, didn't he?
They got
Maybe I'm
Ted
thinking
Johnson,
somebody
Cameron
else.
Johnson.
Tez Johnson's been playing very well for the smallest, slowest guy to ever join the NFL.
Oh wait, never
That's
mind.
for sure.
And
Ibuka
K.
had
Don had a small
100
breakout
yard
game, I
game.
guess. He had a pretty good game.
He's got like one of those a year. I feel like just randomly.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Ibuka's fine.
Ibuka's fine.
I think that's somebody else. I feel like they're going to. I mean, he had 100 yards last week, so they just kind of went up against a Patriots team that it's kind of a juggernaut
It's
right
hot.
now. Yep. I'm not depressed about it at all. I love it. Anyways. Anything else that needs to be said on Buccaneers Bills?
Should be fun. That's all.
Chargers Jaguars. How would you what do you think of the Chargers and their
Weird.
what's your thoughts on them?
Feels like they should not be as good as they're playing right now.
Well, their offensive line is the worst offensive line in the NFL. Like
Everybody's
PFF
hurt.
Graded. Everybody's dead. PFF
It's
has
just
them as,
building
like,
the J
worst
Herbo
at their-
if.
Yeah, but they're
It's building
winning.
the
know-
J Herbo if.
If Aaron Rodgers didn't play like he was 50, the Steelers win that game, but unfortunately he did.
That's a big
And
if.
yeah. And they won. So they're good. They're a good team. Jay Herbo's a top 5 quarterback in the league. It's just, does the supporting cast show up or does it not, is really the question. And that supports that if statement for Jay Herbo, but it's kind of the truth. But the Jaguars are not for real, and
They're frauds. Absolute
the
frauds.
Chargers should win this game. Trevor
They're favored
Lawrence
by
is
2.5.
not good. Trevor Lawrence might not be the Jaguars' starting quarterback next year. He probably will be for a lack of other options, but we're like a year out from that conversation. Like Kyler Murray last year, Trevor Lawrence this year, perhaps. I don't know.
I mean,
They just gave him a lot of money, so.
Yeah, the two quarterbacks that made a lot of money that year, Trevor Lawrence and Tua, both teams probably regretting that right about now. I think I could see the Jaguars looking at it 2027 thinking, all right, we'll make it through 2026 with Trevor. We'll see if we can get something back for him heading into the 2027 draft, and then we'll take our guy then. Because a lot of what we're hearing with the 2027 class is how good it's supposed to be, which is funny considering the 2026 class heading into this year was supposed to be one of the best classes we've had in a couple of years.
Hey,
so it's kind of
I'm
funny
going to
how
say right now,
that
I'm
works.
just saying he might be the best quarterback in that draft class.
I hate
I'm
you.
just saying.
I don't
I'm
hate
just
you.
saying.
Trevor Lawrence?
I'm
No.
just saying. I'm
Say
just
Who?
saying.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Maybe. We're a whole year out from that conversation, so it's very hard to say. He's got the best supporting class in the nation, so he's in an excellent system, so he should look
helps.
good. Also, you have like the
That's
best
why
wide receiver
that's why
of
I'm just saying it. I'm just saying it.
best. No, I
Stop
understand.
saying. Stop saying.
You can only
I'm
make the
just
pun so
saying.
many times for it to You can only make the pun so many times for it to lose steam. But next year's draft class will be super fun to analyze.
Next year, as in the 2027.
2027, yeah. Because you're going to have so many quarterbacks likely coming out, and then also a bunch of like all-world players. So it's like somebody's going to fall. It's gonna be crazy. Someone's gonna snag Jeremiah Smith at like a 4 or something because the quarterbacks that are going off the board high. It'll be something. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about today.
Imagine having 3 first-round draft picks in that class.
Should be nice.
Yeah.
Are you going to use them wisely? That's another question.
You will use them
Question.
wisely, but will your team play wisely? Are you gonna end up where
Mock
you're
draft
at?
simulator is going to be real fun for you.
Anyway,
It'll be all
next game.
Yeah,
I'm
just
looking-
go into it, Cam.
Looking
Just
forward to
go
watching
into it.
Herbo. Bears
Vikings.
I mean, is JJ playing or is 9 playing? I mean, we're what are we? I don't even know the record
think-
because
I think you know.
I've been watching. I'm watching
You're 4 and
game by
5.
game. So, I mean, it's a pretty 500 team. If I'm talking about just the Vikings,
You are 4 and 5.
Tom and I did watch the Vikings and the Bears game together this week. It was very, very depressing on both accounts until the fourth quarter, where the Bears took the lead on the
rewatched it?
Vikings. No, we watched it
You
together on
rewatched the
Sunday.
game?
We watched it on Sunday. We watched.
You said
them
Vikings
together.
Bears.
You watched the Bears Vikings game?
The Bears and the Vikings game. So we did the two
Games.
screens.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
So, the Bears aren't that good, and
Defense is
the
horrible.
Vikings aren't like the Vikings can have a great defense, but they have a sputtering offense. So it kind of just depends on which offense or defense shows up for either or team. I don't have any expectations. If we win, I'm gonna rub it in Tom's face, but doesn't mean we're good. I'm hoping 9 shows up because he's 2-0 because I only hear about 9 when
I hope
they win.
9 doesn't show up personally. 9
Because
looked pretty bad last week.
I don't think 9 was playing last week. He hasn't said 9.
No, I think 9 was playing. I think that's the issue.
I think that's actually who 9
was
is.
playing. I don't think 9 shows up until after the game where you see his. Yeah. Let me
It's
see it,
incredibly
coach.
dumb.
Give me the game ball, coach. No,
It's so he's such a cornball.
It is the most unintimidating thing. Like, brother, I'm not scared of you, and I'm just some random 26-year-old who plays flag football.
Jeez,
You are not.
Shameless flag football plug
Just
right
be
there.
just be JJ. just be Dad JJ, and play football. You don't need a nickname. You don't need one. Just go out and play football. And Justin Jefferson needs to have some better.
Try. He's a try.
Yeah. Head on the hammer right there.
I've seen a lot of anti-18 propaganda
Hammer on the head.
on Vikings Twitter this week.
Yeah, I
I don't
don't
know.
get that.
I'm sure you don't agree with it, but it's been funny to watch people tired of his quote antics.
I mean, at the same time,
Wide receiver one.
he could have given
Diva.
he could have given a lot better effort on a couple balls, but at the same time, I'm not expecting him to go out and make a tackle and injure himself, especially if he's.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was a bad look though. Jogging.
If he's still
DK
got a
Metcalf
lingering injury,
hawks the guy, man. DK Metcalf hawked Buda Baker 100 yards across the field. Yeah, Justin Jefferson jogging.
and I don't know what's like. He could be frustrated, and it could be a play calling thing, or
I bet he is.
I don't know. The team's frustrating right now, and they still have a shot just to slip in, but you got to start winning freaking ball games, and you got to finish ball games. They could have won that game easily, but they gave
they had him.
two chances.
They had him.
Two chances.
Should have slipped it in.
Move on.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson has been frustrated ever since the preseason in training camp when he was being asked about JJ and he was having to give those pitiful answers, and you could tell he was not impressed.
And Cam was over here like, these are great answers.
Cam was like, he's a veteran, and Justin Jefferson's like, he just looks like a veteran, you know?
I feel like you're just talking out of your ass because I mean, you've seen the excitement from him. You've seen the excitement of seeing his younger quarterback. I mean, the Bears game, the Lions game. Just go back and watch the Bears game. Go back and watch the Bears game and watch a lighted up moment of when he scored. But I think we can move on.
Speaking of Bears, where are we at on the Caleb Williams tracker?
Oh my God! You always hit me at the worst times.
You're welcome.
But Caleb Williams,
I think
he only had 220.
Yeah, I don't think he did enough to get back on pace. Or he got back on pace last week, but he might be falling behind. I think
he's at 237, which would have him 4,034 yards.
All right. We're on pace.
It's because he had 2 games of 285 yards that got him over, and then he brought back down a little bit. But 220 actually is very close to the number, so it's not far off. But he's on pace.
No. He's on pace. We'll take that. There's some good Caleb Williams stuff out there, and then there's some bad Caleb Williams stuff out there. I kind of like what Ben Johnson. I kind of like what Ben Johnson's doing right now. He's got that team rolling. They defensively, I know you guys said they have a bad defense, but 4 of those wins that when they went on a 4-game heater, it was a defense leading the way. I think they had 3 or 4 sack turnovers. It was I don't remember what it was exactly, but that defense.
I mean, they're not playing
was
good
the reason
opponents.
the Bears
they're playing a 4th round. They're playing a fourth place schedule right now. So I mean,
right, but
I get
the best way to I was thinking of this for was it the Broncos?
It doesn't. You can only play who's on your schedule, and they are 6-3 with the schedule.
Yeah,
you can say the same thing about the Broncos, but the Broncos don't have the expectations.
Yeah.
The
Bears with Ben Johnson are trying to come in and establish a new winning. I hate using this word all the time, but culture. And the best way to establish a winning culture is by winning. So it doesn't matter who's on your schedule. If
It's
you
true.
just pile up wins, you find different ways to do it. They're not always fluky. Like, yeah, you had to come back and beat a Giants team that let their head coach go this week because Russell Wilson came in. But you found a way to
And
come
lost their
back and
starting
win.
quarterback.
That's what I'm saying.
Piggyback.
Russell Wilson.
That's what.
I'm
That's what.
piggybacking. I'm piggybacking.
But you found a way to win, and you're finding. I mean, you are 5-6-3. You have 6 wins. It took Matt Eberflus like 100 games, I think. It wasn't quite 100 games, but it was a long time to get to his 6th win with the Bears. So the best way to establish your new winning culture and your brand is by winning. And I don't care who's on your schedule. You just win those games. And I'll tell you what, the post-game videos I keep seeing in the locker room of the Bears right now kind of got me hyped. I kind of thought Ben Johnson was a little fraudulent when it came to like being a motivator. Like, I just thought he was a nerd. But I tell you what, man, I kind of want to get when you're good is better or better is best is a little spiel. Hold on, I'll just play it. Bears locker room.
I'm sure this is going to be great for the mic.
Jeez. Why are we talking about the Bears this much?
It's a good point, Cam. We should be moving on.
We should be moving on. It's 9 o'clock.
Packers Giants. Maybe it didn't take so long in the beginning. It's all I'm saying.
Stinker.
Yeah,
That was a little
Yeah,
weird.
it's gonna be crazy when
That was a little weird.
and get absolutely demolished by 9.
All right,
Call.
moving on. Packers Giants. Speaking of the team that just let go of their head coach, lost their starting quarterback. The Giants just fell below the Jets in terms of their 4-year winning percentage. I heard a stat of that earlier today. So that's tough.
it's
That's
funny.
so bad.
It's funny. Like, the Giants are always looked at as like a much better team organization-wise in New York, which I get.
They got rings
Historically,
recently, but you know.
historically speaking, they've been. But when you look at like, I think since 2012, maybe 2015, the Jets and Giants, like win percentage wise, is like right neck and neck. They are the same team, but the Giants are always looked at more favorably because they've had more success, and it's kind of funny and BS at the same time.
You know, this game, though, Packers-Giants, I'm sure Packers are favored by a lot, and they should be. But Jordan Love is bad. He's not good. And
I've been saying for a long time I don't know what love is, and I figured it out.
I've told you guys.
Love is
he's only good.
awful. Love is gross. Love is miserable, disgusting, terrible, no fun, and love is not good. At the end of the day, Jordan Love is not a good quarterback at all.
more interested in Cam's strobe light show he's got going on over there.
Figuring it out.
But yeah, Jordan Love's bad. The only reason they beat the Steelers is because he threw up a couple of ducks that got caught by Tucker Kraft after some OPI. I mean, he's not good.
While the
He hasn't
safety
been
was
good
trying
for
to hit the
years.
619.
Yes, he is no longer on the team. He got cut this week. That guy. So this game's probably going to be ugly and like not in a fun way. So Packers 5-3-1. They should win, but
Like this game will never show up on Red Zone.
It'll either be a Packers absolute slaughter by over 20 points, or the Giants will win by a score. That's it, and that's only me saying. I feel like every team kind of wins after an interim head coach comes in. I don't know if that's a pattern.
I feel like that happens. I feel like that
feels
happens.
like it's very. I feel like they're over 500. I feel like it's over 500
like
if someone wants to find that stat.
It's like a dopamine hit, a quick dopamine hit when you have a change in coach like that, and the players are like, "Oh no, we just moved. We're the reason our coach got fired. We're about to all lose our jobs. Let's go out there and play for the old coach."
No, I mean,
it's gonna be hard
agree
to find
with you,
like directly after.
Since 2010,
like in their first game. I'm not saying.
Yeah, the interim head coach in their first game are 17-16 straight up.
Dang.
Despite being the underdog in 25 out of 33 games.
Didn't Cam say
I
500?
do feel like I said over 500. I think
that's
more
over
of
500.
also it's a play calling change, so you can't
Hard to game plan
because you have no idea what's going to come out.
They play with nothing to lose.
Yep.
They'll go for it on fourth down early because who cares? Like,
Dude, why are
He's
people
the
just not
interim.
hiring
what do you
new
have to
head
lose?
coaches?
Yeah.
Just fire your coach every week.
I don't know.
Be 9-8
Every week,
Steelers
that'd
right
be
there.
crazy. Mike Tomlin, maybe. Anyway, speaking of, it's probably a good transition.
It might be. Yeah. Let's just do
Bengals
it.
and Steelers are next. I won't spend too much on this game. It's going to
Is
be
Burrow
in
back?
Pittsburgh. Burrow's back practicing, but he won't be back for probably a couple weeks.
They're guessing he's going to be back, and he's going to shoot for
Thanksgiving.
being back Thanksgiving against the Ravens, I think.
This game's in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh probably wins, but it won't be pretty. It's all the same crap. Joe Flacco knows the Steelers defense better than anybody, and Steelers just got me depressed. They just do this thing every week. They're 5-4, and I said this earlier in the week in the chat, but it's every year we convince ourselves we're going to get the lead role in the school play. We're going to be the main character. And we end up being a tree in the background because it's really not about us. And that's the point that I've reached of the season with Steelers. It's not about us. We'll go 500. We'll get our mid-20s draft pick, and we'll do nothing. And the league has passed us by. And this game's just got me feeling nothing. Last time I felt nothing for a Bengals game was Christmas with Mason Rudolph, and Rudolph saved Christmas again by like 30 points. But that's it.
What Rudolph does. It's the only thing Rudolph's good for is saving Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I
Saber
was
agrees.
sitting at Quimby's for one of my coworkers or birthday get together thing. I was sitting at the bar with another coworker. We're watching the game, and Steelers are backed up to the 5 or whatever. I'm like, it would be so great if Rodgers got sacked for a safety. Once you know it, it was beautiful. It was funny.
He ran right into it, too.
He
an
did.
Idiot.
That was a bad Rodgers game. And unfortunately, you're going to get those. You're going to get
My only
games where Rodgers is going to have some moments where it's like, wow, that's vintage. That's like the arm's still there, the quick processing. And then you're going to get old man Rodgers at times. It's
I didn't see him hit any smelling salts, and I think that was the issue. He was not there. Also, I learned he's 0-5 in California in his entire career, including college, or in Southern California, because he played at Cal. Obviously, he's not 0-5, but yeah. Yeah, he's 0-5, so we were never going to win this game. So that makes me feel a little bit better.
Probably a good thing he didn't get drafted by San Fran.
Kenny Pickett would have won the game in the fourth quarter. And that makes me sad.
so what's the
Here we are.
Tomlin conversation right now?
It's not good, I'll tell you that. Not good. Trade Mike Tomlin came about this week. A lot of pictures of him in a Giants sweatshirt. And usually those don't start till December, so we're a little early. And it's just not good. But he'll win this week, and everyone will be all woohoo. But he's got big games coming up. 2 against the Ravens, 1 against the Bills, 1 against the Lions. You got to do something. Or else yeah.
Hold on. Let's go through this real quick.
Temperature check after we pass those games.
Yeah.
I got it on the back screen of my phone. I can tell you right now. It's Bengals at home, at the Bears, Bills at home, at the Ravens, Dolphins at home, at the Lions, at the Browns, Ravens at home.
It's literally every other.
It's every other. So,
Yeah, he's done.
a win and a loss and a win and a loss and a win and a loss. 9-8.
I might send you to
8
Cincinnati
and 9 looks good if you guys lose 2
for an
straight
emotional
games.
support dog.
8-9.
I
8
said
and 9
as-
might be amazing.
Do you want her as emotional support dog for the next couple weeks? I can chip her down to you, bring her to you, so you can.
I might need it.
Yeah.
I might need
All right,
it.
you're gonna go live with Uncle Dillon.
Well,
Oh,
if you had 2 straight losses to
Tough.
dang, that Bills, Ravens, Dolphins, Lions stretch. It's gonna be fun.
You gotta beat the Ravens once. You gotta beat the Ravens once. You have to beat the Bengals. You have to beat the Bears. You have to beat the Dolphins. You have to beat the Browns. I mean, Steelers need 5 wins to make the playoffs from here, and those are your 5.
I said
Ravens
heading into
once.
this year,
Bills. Yeah.
my bold prediction heading in this year was the Steelers were going to go 8 and 9. We're sitting at 5 and 4 right now.
You're not
It's
on
like-
pace.
Not on pace, but it's not improbable. It's not impossible. It's still
I think they go 9-8. I really do.
It feels that way. It just feels like another Mike Tomlin, and then, yeah, you wasted Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Texans Titans. What a waste. This is another waste of our eyeballs. We don't need to watch this.
Texans.
Yeah,
Fine.
Texans.
Yeah.
Well,
even if Mills plays, Texans.
Mills looked good. He had 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown. He led them to that comeback victory.
He's
as a
perfectly
backup quarterback,
serviceable.
I take Mills as a backup quarterback. He's one of those guys like Mills, Tyrod Taylor. You trust him to come in and win a game and play well. Like I said last week, Mills wasn't the reason they lost the game. He wasn't the reason they won the game 2 weeks ago. But Mills is perfectly fine as a backup.
He's great. He's good to have.
Texans are 7-point favorites in Tennessee. And that's a fine career to have. You can make some good money.
I don't even think he'll journey. I think he'll just be a Texans backup for another 5 years.
Yeah. Why let him go? 49ers Cardinals.
Is Brock playing? I think he's going to play.
I think Cards are giving up. Cards are tanking. After last week,
I think so too.
It's not going to be close.
I think so too. Yeah, probably.
I'm trying to see.
I read that they're going to try to have him play.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing.
It really doesn't matter.
Mac is playing good enough to where you don't need. I'm a believer that Brock Purdy's still better than Mac Jones, but why rush him back from an injury? Get him 100% if Mac Jones is playing as good as he is. You don't need Brock to be rushed back. Like a lot of times, you bring your quarterback back earlier than, or as soon as they're 90% healthy because you don't trust the backup. Well, Mac Jones is playing good enough. You don't have to rush the starter back. And I was listening to George Kittle talk about, moving forward, and they've got pieces that need to get healthy. Ricky Pearsall needs to get healthy at some point.
They need a good draft class is what they need. They've lost all their great players. Like who knows what Ayuk is? You lost Debo, so you're banking on Jennings and
great
Pearsall.
players that they lost. Those great players that they lost just were middling. Like they let those players go at the right time because they weren't really good players. They just players that were really good a couple years ago just aren't now. Yeah, the defensive injuries killed them.
I'm not really worried about the 49ers right now. Not really worried about them.
They'll be frisky, feisty team towards the end. Feisty, maybe. I don't know. I think they could sneak in over the Packers.
Maybe.
That's kind of what I'm looking at. Is I think if it comes down to like Packers, 49ers,
they got games. They got a lot of winnable games. Browns,
Niners?
Panthers, Titans, Bears, Cardinals.
Yeah.
They probably get in. So. Anyway.
Cardinals are.
Is there more games?
Jacoby Brissett was that bad. How bad is Kyler Murray? 3.
There's a couple more games against the Seahawks and the
Ravens, Browns.
No,
We've kind of been talking about the Ravens a lot.
There's a couple more. 3 more.
There's a couple more.
Quick.
We've kind of been talking about the Ravens a lot throughout this. We think Lamar's going to come back. Or not come back. We think the Ravens are going to come back.
They're going to beat the brakes off the Browns. And even though they might not, they might lay a stinker because historically they have against the Browns. But they already crushed them once this year, and Dillon Gabriel is so bad. So bad. It almost looks like Stefanski's trying to get fired on purpose so he can get out of there. But
it's almost like when Dorian Thompson, who was DTR, yep, when DTR was quarterback for the Browns, and they were just so bad, and the Ravens steamrolled them. It could be similar. I would not be surprised if this is a game that we see Shador.
It makes the line of if Ohio State played the Browns 45.5. It makes it more believable because Dillon Gabriel's at quarterback. If you put Joe Flacco at quarterback, you're fine. But it's Dillon Gabriel.
No.
It's Dillon Gabriel.
No.
He's bad. Oh no,
Still not.
reconnecting.
Dillon Gabriel, Heisman finalist against college teams.
And put up
He would be
8
fine.
points against that almost same defense. Maybe even a worse defense.
Did he have the Browns? On his team?
I don't
That's-
think
I
he
don't know
had
if that'd
better
be the
receivers. He has a
I
better
would like
to
defense,
point out-
100%.
I'd like to
But
point out that the Jets are
we don't
2-0
need to-
against Ohio teams.
It's not like the Oregon Ducks were running around NFL wide receivers everywhere.
Ravens are 8.5
Jerry-
point favorites in this game.
Jerry Jeudy
one
would go
for
crazy
sure,
if
and
he was in
then
college
one
right
that would probably be
now. But like,
in the NFL. And then
But
another
no,
one
but
that
no.
is
Sunday Night
playing,
Football
and
could be a
a
good
tight
game.
end that is playing.
they
What
would
is that?
they could run the ball. They could run the ball
is
every
that game?
play if they wanted to.
Uh,
Sunday Night
Lions,
Football?
Eagles. Lions, Eagles.
That'll be fun.
That'll be
That'll be
for
a good Sunday
I
Night
am
Football game.
intrigued by Dan Campbell taking over the play calling. Or I'm curious, like, how much John Moran is involved still. Like, I'm sure he's doing a lot of the game planning, but I'm curious to see, because Dan Campbell has never been an offensive play caller. So what it looks like moving forward, this is a good test.
Should be fun.
It should be a good test for the Lions.
We'll see if Jalen Hurts is for real and all that good stuff. And
I don't.
Yeah.
That was not a
And
great.
the
game.
Eagles are playing like the Broncos right now, but with a way better
Yeah.
roster.
They're finding ways to win, and they shouldn't be.
And they false start on tush pushes again. Some more.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Dan
I don't
Campbell
know how you
might
miss that.
lose it.
He
Dan
might go
Campbell's
out
going
there
to lose
at
it if they
defensive
do it
tackle
again.
and start actually biting kneecaps.
It.
He's gonna bite the ref's kneecaps.
We talked about
He's gonna
this
be
last
that
week.
pissed.
Like the
Yeah, we don't got to go into this again. But
I think that's
it's
a conspiracy by
ridiculous.
the NFL. I think Roger Goodell is telling the rest, we're not going to call this because we want to make sure this gets banned. And the best way to do it is by pissing off the 31 other teams.
Yeah, make it look as bad as possible to make it get banned.
Yep. You just got to get enough teams to vote on it. So,
Couple
bad
of
enough.
huge NFC games though this week.
yeah.
That's it'll be. Good.
And then Cowboys Raiders.
Won't be watching that.
No, that's
No.
a stinker.
Won't be
I'm
watching
playing
that.
Battlefield. I'm playing Battlefield during that game. Sorry, Drew.
Geno Smith's gonna earn all the money on his contract. I think.
He's throwing for 300.
Ashton Genty's gonna look like Boise State Ashton Genty again.
I hope he does. Honestly,
Hey,
that'd be the funniest
well,
thing ever.
I like that. I am curious to see how Quinn Williams looks in that defense, and if that helps.
It'll be better.
Anything.
It'll be better for sure.
It's got it.
But
It can't be worse.
I'm still not watching, so it's fine.
No, I'm watching Monday Night
Drew
Raw.
will watch. Drew will watch. He'll have to go to the bar to watch it. Not be able to get YouTube TV, but
I am watching Monday Night Raw instead of that game.
yeah.
All right.
Anyways, good
Is
looks.
there anything else that we need to talk about?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. We've noticed everybody subscribing. Thank you so much. Continue to tell people that you know to subscribe to the channel. We'll get another parlay up. We'll then same routine at this point. And always let us know. We're always looking for feedback. We're anywhere and everywhere. All at Party Chat Sports. Until next time. Peace.
Bye.